bicolor. Bicolor is sort of a misnomer because typically the caladiums that we see in the trade, the ones that are really popular, are actually tricolored and sometimes have 4 colors in them. Okay. So caladium, well, I believe we're growing from an underground tuberous root on caladiums. Caladiums almost belong in the bulbs and tubers and that list, but these are much more hardy than the rest of the bulbs that we see, and they last throughout the year. So that's the reason they're in this particular list. All right, you look at this particular leaf, you have almost an arrowhead type shape. Okay, it gets a little bit wider here with typically a little bit of an acute tip, but very much an arrowhead shape. And then you also notice that you have a peltate leaf arrangement, whereas this leaf is actually connected to the petiole in the middle of the actual leaf. Okay, and if you'll recall, I believe this is actually the leaf that Dr. Arnold uses to illustrate that when we do our first lab. Okay. All right, notice some leaves are completely green, some leaves are green with a little bit of white speckling, some are green with almost a full complement of white, and then some are green with the full complement of white with some sort of pinkish color in there. And then you get these over here that have more pink in them than white. In fact, there's not much white at all there. Okay, so there's a number of different ways that they grow. In fact, you sort of have to be really careful. I don't recall buying one that was necessarily a cultivar or whatever the case is, so if you're not really sure exactly what it is, some of it's just the luck of the draw. Okay, these want shade, so don't put them in the full sun. They need shade to really be what they ought to be, and make sure they stay nice and moist.
Are the giant elephant ear plants the same?
No.
Gene?
No, those are Colocasia.
Yeah. Okay. Are they not peltate, the elephant ears?
A lot of the elephant ears are not. They have really thick petioles that are attached right at the edge of the leaf. All right, but you will notice that the actual texture of these leaves is similar to that, in that it's very leathery, and you notice that the water sort of balls up on the particular on the actual leaf. Okay, when the water balls up like that, it's sort of a unique trait. All right, and also when you get that real prominent variegation, the venation is a really nice trait to be able to, it's really nice ornamentally, but it's also nice identification wise. Okay, questions?